Alright, we're back, folks. Part number 5 of Final Fantasy X. Here we go. We have an encounter with Sin. And
Time to battle.
one good thing about this game is that it will let you know what to do. Cause I was just fighting the monsters in the beginning, but then I think Waka mentions to attack the fin or something like that.
Yeah.
So, okay, so part number 1 through 3 was recorded back in 2022. Right. So, it had been 2 years since I booted up the save file. So, I completely forgot how to do a lot of these things. Like overdrives, I forgot to go to the left to do it.
Oh, yeah.
Like, stuff like that I forgot to do, you know.
You're like, oh, yeah, I can do that. Well.
And technically, my first time I played it, like, I had done this before, the temple before, into, like, all the way to, like, the arena or whatever. But that was back in 2018. And then we did the new file, it was 2022. And then 2 years later, I boot this up again for the new footage. So, you know, a lot of forgetting stuff, but, you know, Final Fantasy for the most part, except for, like, 12 or whatever, and Tactics. But it wasn't too hard to get back into the gameplay in terms of like everything else, because they always handle like overdrives and stuff like that a bit different in some games here and there. You know,
That is true.
Like Final Fantasy 9, you basically glow when you're about to do your overdrive.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I have to play that a little more. I have it. I just haven't.
It's really good. It's one of my favorites for sure.
Yeah.
FF9 over FF7 any day, boys. Let's go.
I've heard many good things about it, so yeah, I definitely.
Yeah, story, characters.
Not too much against it.
The only
to be
bad thing about the game is that, because you don't get to play some characters kind of get held back in terms of leveling and strength or whatever. So that's the only issue I have with it. Like Arthur, poor Arthur.
Just didn't get a chance.
No, he didn't actually. I mean, to be fair, everyone's like efficient, but like some characters kind of get held back because of story reasons. You know, because like there's a big gap before, like you have Arthur for a good bit, and then you have some time where it goes away, and then you get him back later on. It's like, okay. So stuff like that. That's my only complaint about FF9 is that, like, you know, some characters are obviously gonna be better than others due to like the fact that how much access you have to them at certain points.
Yeah.
That's my only gripe, but you know, other than that, you know, it's still.
That's not. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not the worst thing because it's RPG. People are gonna grind anyways.
Yeah. So you can always catch up.
Yeah. Well, except if you want to get Excalibur.
Oh.
Fuck. You remember that one?
I actually have not played much of 9, so
have you heard of it? Heard of the Excalibur sword?
I'm sure maybe at one point I have, but I don't remember all the details.
Okay,
Run it by me.
Okay, well, Arthur's final weapon, or like his ultimate weapon, it's called Excalibur.
Of course. Okay.
The thing is, you need to get to a certain point of a game in less than 15 hours.
Right. Okay. Time limit.
Yes.
Well.
And also the fact that FF9 is one of those, like, hey, you need this weaker weapon. Like, you need this one weapon until you get access to the ultimate weapon. So, if you needed, like, a certain weapon and get to that point to get Excalibur. But the thing is, at certain points, you can't acquire certain weapons anymore.
Right.
So... it's kind of one of those, like, you gotta know ahead and you just gotta have to fucking floor it. So...
Yeah. You just do it.
Most people don't do that for Excalibur.
I figured not. That's something you find out way later.
Or the strategy.
And do on a different run.
Or a strategy guide.
Yeah.
And like I said before, Arthur doesn't really get a chance to like get strong as well too. So Even if you do speedrun, he's gonna be even weaker than usual too. So.
Oh my.
Yeah, it's RPG. You're gonna fucking like grind and shit, you know. But like if you're not grinding it or whatever, you know, you gotta get fucking book it.
It's true.
So that's like one thing that people don't usually do, because at the end of the day, it's not really worth it.
Yeah, I'm sure you could get a just as good weapon by not grinding or speedrunning.
Also, Arthur's just one of those characters that he just falls off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like he's good like early, slightly mid, but not really like late game. Well, that is if you get the other characters.
Oh, okay.
It does the Final Fantasy VII thing where like you can recruit some characters, but if you don't do it at this point or with this, you don't get them.
You could skip. Yeah, you can skip them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, there's only
Good to know.
I mean, there's only like one character that you need certain requirements to actually like get them.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good to know.
Okay, so I knew walking through like a Phoenix Down at Tita's. I will say one thing about FF10 is like they're pretty literal when it comes to like the items.
Yeah.
It's like tickling somebody with a feather for Phoenix Down.
Okay, go.
Yeah.
Wake up.
Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Gotta get those items.
So let me ask you, what is the best sequence to deal with this anime? Because I kind of went from like the little ones to the big one. Like at first I think I got rid of like small ones and then I took care of the big one. Or whatever.
Yeah.
Like what's the best sequence for this? Because I'm basically like, at this point I'm kind of like legging it.
Yeah.
You know, like the part 1 through 3 is like all tutorial shit. Like at this point it's like you kind of have to like think.
It's like you should know now. Yeah.
You should probably,
I think you could probably just focus down on the big enemy, because if he dies, then the fight should be over.
But is that the best thing to do? Because I kind of, like I said, I kind of like went back and forth and everything here. I could do overdrive. I forgot how to access it.
You're like, I see it. Oh, looks like you got it though.
Yeah, I got it. Fuck. With 1 second left, let's go.
You figured it out.
Just smash until I get it.
Like, right, I've done that. I was like, no, I failed. Man, it's been a long time since I've even done this fight.
Well, I mean, you're yeah, I mean, you play way more 10 than me, so.
I know, so that's why I'm like, shit.
I mean, obviously Mark would know, but it's like
Mark would know, but he's working right now, unfortunately.
You know, I know, but like, I figured you'd know like more than me.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure when I've played, I
also that's me like mashing the X button and I attack myself.
No!
I will say I have one issue with this game is the targeting.
Yeah.
Like I think it's like up and down. I think it's up to change between the enemies and to you.
Right.
Because
yeah.
Because how it looks like, it kind of reminiscent of FF13, but that's not how that works. Also, you can't fucking target yourself in FF13 too, as well.
Yeah, which is good.
Yeah, so sometimes I'll target myself or target the wrong person because I'm trying to move too fast.
Yeah.
And when I move too fast, I don't realize I go into the wrong target and I press X anyways, so. That's one gameplay gripe I have with this game, is the targeting.
Targeting is, yeah.
I'm just glad there's no real-time gameplay right now, so otherwise I would have been fucked.
Yeah. Man, I wish I had the strategy guide. I have one for this game.
Doesn't matter. He's dead.
He is dead.
There goes Black Manta.
There he goes. Meow.
Yeah, fucking supernova there over there. Victory.
Victory.
That is also nice that whoever participates in any fight gets some XP though.
Yeah, they don't even have to. I think all they have to do really is like just guard.
Yeah,
and
they
then,
need.
You could like
yeah,
let them run.
They
and
need
then swap them out.
They need to do one thing.
One thing, yeah.
For one, they need to be like active for one turn. I think.
Yeah. Do something.
Do something. Yeah. So yeah. So that's nice.
Mhm. The battle where you were on the boat, before you were underwater, that one is technically, that battle could technically go on forever if you never hit the fin and you could just grind points off of it.
Yes.
You could technically,
Yes.
but that's a pain. I'm not sure if the other fight would have been the one underwater too or not.
Well, I wouldn't have enough potions to.
True. Yeah.
PS2 graphics.
Like,
Woo! Oh god.
Ouch.
Guy got nailed with the wood.
Got smacked.
I mean, to be fair, with just the wind alone would fucking kill you.
That's, yeah.
I mean, if we're going off like tornadoes would literally like
Which, yeah, that
Cut out-
probably
well,
was
would-
tornado strength.
would cut off your oxygen and just like get torn
Yeah.
apart.
Ooh.
Not as bad as War Pros though. They
Sin
literally
attacks anarchy
twist you
that
like a
day.
Twizzler.
I
You're
woke up
just-
in Kira. I
Good.
kept hoping
Yeah.
it would work in reverse
Jeez.
too.
Yeesh.
I will defeat sin. I must defeat sin.
Too bad. It's my story.
I was just fooling myself. Maybe it was that day on the sea, under the burning sun. I started to give up hope.
Gaping mouth.
I was in a foreign world. I
PS2.
wasn't going home.
Dreamcast.
This was my new reality, and I was stuck in it for good.
I mean, to be honest with you, the Dreamcast could definitely do this kind of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, probably.
Oh, it could. Just had to have the right team behind it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're at Killica Port.
Yep.
Half of everyone's
Oof.
dead.
Oof.
Nice music though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I never played
Sets
FF.
the mood.
I never played FF10, so I went with the original
I am
track.
the summoner Yuna.
Mm-hmm.
I have come from the temple in Besaid.
There is a difference. I
There is no
can't
other summoner
But
here.
the
remember
origi-
what it...
Allow me
with the
to
original?
Or, like-
ascending.
Well, it's not like it's probably just like... I
HD?
think the new one, yeah, HD or like or more orchestrated or something like that.
Please, take
You
me
mean
to
like the
them.
same thing with like Wind Waker?
I think so. Did that have a different soundtrack?
No, it didn't have a different. It didn't have a different soundtrack, but the moment it got the HD port, the music sounded different, but not because of it was different songs or whatever. It's just
We'll go see what we can do to help in town.
with the technology.
They just upscale, yeah.
the music sounded like how it was supposed to, compared to like the GameCube version.
Right.
And
I
they
want to say...
look how that person just pulls out a saw out of nowhere.
She's like, yep.
Just
like, I got it. It's fine.
Just look like you're working, guys. Just look like you're doing something.
Just go for it.
So what about the remaster?
about the,
Remaster music. You saying it's all?
Oh, I think they did...
You
I
truly
think
are
they did
genius.
re-record
Are
it.
you sure it's just your memory?
I
that's
feel
the
like
problem?
maybe. Or maybe it is just like
Need guidance.
because of the technology and they can like I'm not sure upscaling is the correct term, but like
filled with grief over their own death, they refuse
Make it
to face their fate.
more like what
They yearn
it
to
should sound
live
like or whatever.
and resent those still alive. You see, they envy the living. And in time, that envy turns to anger.
The original one is generally softer and more subtle, where the arranged one has
Okay.
stronger melodies.
Okay.
Should these souls remain in Spira, they become
So.
fiends.
Yeah, so far, like a lot of the original ones, like more calmer.
Sad,
Mhm.
isn't it? The sending takes
Yeah,
them to
that
the
makes-
far plane. Where they may
That makes
rest
sense.
in
That's
peace.
what I was kind of thinking.
Summoners do this?
I see.
I couldn't quite remember. I knew I didn't think it was like a situation where like in Kingdom Hearts 1.5 I think they just didn't. I think they lost the soundtrack or something.
Well, according to them,
For one-
according to them, they lost all the game files, so they had to like remake it from the ground up. Apparently,
Right.
that's what I
I
heard.
thought I thought it was just the sound, but I could be wrong.
Well, well, it wasn't specified to me exactly what it was. I just heard that they had to like basically like redo like everything.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
from my understanding.
Yeah. I heard something similar. I thought it was only the music, but it could have been everything.
I mean, it was pretty outrageous though. So like, I could have just
Yeah.
believed it was just the music or something. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like, I don't know. Like, I don't know how they could fuck that up. Like,
How do you lose your files?
don't you have a USB for that?
Right? Like, did you lose the USB? Or
Did you lose the memory bank? Make sure not to unplug it.
why you? It's why you label your external hard drives.
Don't remind me. God. No, and I make sure to know what what memory drives have what.
Oh yeah.
Like this one has the art, this one has the video, this one has the other
Mhm.
stuff.
It has the music.
Yeah, you mentioned that. I used to have. I mean, I still do, but for my 360, because I didn't have much memory, I would actually use USB drives
Oh.
to download or transfer games into them.
Oh.
Because the games I had them were like not that big,
Mhm.
you know. Because there's a time where the games weren't fucking huge.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
So like I had like Tekken 6. I think Eternal Sonata was one of them.
Mm.
No. Soul Calibur 5. DMC4 or DMC. Like no, I had like 3 games like in USBs. So like if I wanted to play them, I just like put them in, and the game would just like pop up. It's like yeah.
Oh, neat.
It must be tough.
And sometimes I'd forget which USB had what. So sometimes I'd like I would like go through all of them just to get the one game I wanted to play that day.
Plug it in. Nope.
Unplug it, plug another one in.
Nope.
That's what I did.
Yeah.
And?
You're like, oops, not that one.
What's the end?
Awkward.
Until she defeats sin.
Oh.
Okay.
Like, well, okay.
I hope I did okay.
No, so, okay, so my earlier comment of saying how Tita's like a fucking idiot or whatever, like I understand when he like legit just doesn't know, but like there's other times it's just like, you could have said nothing
I
at some
wished
points.
there would never be
Yeah.
next time. No
Some
more
of it, though,
people
the
being
characters
killed by
just do
sin.
not answer.
Yes.
And
No
you're
more
just like, what?
sendings for you.
So, like, right there, they could have
Everyone stood
definitely.
there watching her.
Said something.
It was strange.
Yeah.
And somehow horrifying. I never wanted to see it again.
Too bad. This is your story.
This is your story.
This place is only built for one person.
One person.
I was thinking to myself, like, I should probably look at the instructions again. It's like, nah, I just figured it out later.
I'll figure it out as I play. It's fine.
Captain Walker's waiting for you.
You know, I haven't played this game in a couple weeks actually.
Yeah.
I still need to edit like the other parts I had.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do it later. Man, it's a good thing that thing only started to fall the moment I showed up.
I know, right? None of the people around.
Titus, you bad luck charm. I like this guy right here. Go away, go away, man.
Go away. Go away, dude.
My family died. Fuck off. Oh man.
Fair.
Yeah, yeah, that's fair.
Fair. You're like, it's fair.
just,
Okay.
just like in real life.
Yeah. Okay. Makes sense.
Fine, I guess I'll enjoy this chicken pot pie myself.
Mhm.
By myself.
On to the temple, where we pray for victory.
Alright, then go.
High Summoner O'Halloran
Go.
used to live in the Kilika temple here.
Kilika.
Yep.
Kilika.
Lord O'Halloran was once a great blitzer, you know.
Waka.
Hmm?
Praying for victories, oh, good. Ugh, but is this right?
Something wrong with enjoying blitzball?
Is this really the time?
This is the only time. The players fight with all their strength. The fans cheer for their favorite team. They forget pain, suffering. Only the game matters. That's why Blitz has been around for so long. At least that's what I think.
Whatever.
You know, I'm not
say.
too out there of a
Let's play
idea, honestly.
and win.
It's kind of like with
Mhm.
Rome with the Colosseum.
Yeah.
Right.
Like the
True.
the Colosseum was
Temple
basically
be in
like
the jungle there.
like
Let's go.
the main attraction basically.
Yeah.
Either-
Entertainment.
Either gladiators fighting in the duel against monsters like creature like
Mhm.
lions and stuff, or themselves, or they're
Yeah.
they're like the jousting matches, not the
Yeah.
jousting matches, the chariot races or chariot.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, so it's not too out of an idea that this land that seems very ancient
What's up?
Mm-hmm.
Yuna's saying she wants
Would
you
have.
would have just like one spectacle thing
I want
around in the world
Mhm.
to do.
To ask
In this
you
case, it would be
to
Blitzball.
be my guardian.
Mm-hmm.
I say ancient, like there's like technology, like screens and everything like that,
Maybe a
you know.
blitzball
but-
whiz kid, but up
I know what
against
you
me,
mean. More.
he's a newbie.
I mean, the screens aren't
Not a guardian.
the most.
Then. I just want him nearby.
With all the technology, we
Technological.
just decided to make TVs.
What? What do you mean?
TVs. Only TVs.
Only t-
Nothing else.
Well,
We're all
it's like One Piece, like
Let's wait till later.
it's all like like piracy and everything like that.
I'm
But then
Mhm.
when the Marine Forward War happened, it's like we were watching off TV screens, like
I'm
Huh?
just not really
like
Like, oh.
like out of nowhere. There's just
Oh,
TV.
it's not that kind. Okay. Yeah.
Well, apparently there's theories. I don't know if it's been confirmed or like it's just a theory, but people are saying that it's like modern times when like some disaster happened and we went from like
Oh.
modern times to like trying to like prehistoric medieval times and pirate times or whatever,
Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you use
which I guess explains the fact that they had TVs and shit
Normally,
Mm-hmm.
or modern
Oh,
or
okay.
modern medicines.
heal the user.
Right.
I get-
Okay.
You know,
One so
it's one
Somehow.
it-
Something.
Yeah.
learn Ian's
Or
abilities.
like how Naruto had like screens themselves too early on in the show too. It's like in the ninja world, well, we got TVs and shit. It's like okay,
Yeah, you know.
it's always TVs. Like it's like
It's the most. That's the most common convenience. TVs, you know.
Yeah.
How else are you gonna show things off?
Yeah, but how's it getting the signal? Ah, it's connected. To
Don't
the,
need.
it's connected
don't need
to the,
anything else.
It's connected to snail Wi-Fi. You know, because they talk with like snail phones or whatever in One Piece.
Oh. Snail Wi-Fi. On their snail phones.
Snail G5.
Eh.
Oh yeah. No, but like the idea that they just want spectacle that everyone does in this world is like it makes sense.
Mhm.
It's not too out there of an idea.
No, definitely not. Definitely makes sense.
Because people will still play baseball, soccer, I don't know about football, but you know, like even if our world like went down the shitter, there's still gonna be like people trying to still play like sports.
Oh
and
yeah,
stuff.
definitely like.
Mainly soccer, but yeah. Well, don't
Probably.
you know? Well, soccer's like the most it's like the one sport everyone loves around the world. Basically.
Yeah, it's a
It's not as popular.
worldwide known.
It's not.
sport.
It's not as popular in the United States in terms of like normal, like I guess like citizens of the United States. You know, people like football, basketball, baseball over here.
Yeah.
But like soccer universally, people love.
Yeah. It's yeah. Just trying out Lancet to see if
I imagine there's a different percentage rate for each time.
I'm not. I mean, I think it's more like certain enemies have certain moves, so you know, I don't think.
Yeah, because the seed cannon was free for the tutorial.
Yeah.
So.
Company, halt!
The fiend before us is Ochu, Lord of the Wood. We've had trouble with this one before. Remember, discretion.
Also, I definitely grinded here. That's for like the cut there.
Yeah. No worries.
Yeah, I went to grind more.
You're like, all right, let me fight this thing.
now I'll fight it.
Let me get a few levels here.
Immune to dark. What is dark exactly?
I think it like blinds.
Oh, okay.
Or, I mean, I believe that it's kind of like the blind, like, magic skill.
Overrides the accuracy and evasion stats and will reduce the probability of attack and skills hitting the target by 10%.
Okay. Yeah, so it is the blind.
Thank you, internet.
Hooray, internet.
Hooray, internet.
Hooray.
Yeah, I was really surprised. Just like getting to this point, a lot of the monsters were dropping off a lot of weapons.
Oh. Yeah, it's... Oops.
Yeah, that's the targeting right there.
Yeah, oops.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember... if you can look at and target...
She's done.
She's done. There she goes.
Yeah, she goes.
I'm trying to remember if you can target from the, you know, like where it has like the list on the side of like whose turn is next.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember if you can focus on that for targeting or not.
No.
No. Or I mean, like as you're scrolling through, you'll see what you're aiming at, instead of just trying to look for the little.
Well, when you target, it goes to the enemies. When you use items, it goes to you first.
Right.
But to change between enemy and ally, you need to press up. Because I guess it's switching between ally and friend or whatever.
Yeah.
Because if I just do like up and down, I think it'll just go from enemy to friend, enemy to friend. Like left and right goes into the rows. Because if I'm because like back in the boat, if I was targeting out the enemies, if it went left and right, left and right, left and right, just go to the enemies. I'd have to press up or down to go to the allies. But like if it's an attack, it goes to enemies first. If it's items or healing or magic or white magic or whatever, it goes to allies first.
Yeah.
Because, you know, there's nothing stopping you from healing the fucking enemy if you wanted to.
Yeah, there isn't really.
Persona 3? Okay, no.
It's even sometimes good, depending on the type of enemy. Because it'll damage instead of heal.
Duly noted.
You know, just so you know.
I mean, it wouldn't be the first time I encountered that before, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You never know.
FF10? I mean, FF9? There's one time I healed an enemy by mistake and it damaged them. I'm like, oh, okay.
Ah,
I forgot which one.
maybe it was like
I haven't played.
probably an undead enemy, I'd assume.
Yeah, it was in Dead, I think.
Yeah.
I haven't played FF10, FF9 in a couple of years, so like I couldn't tell you which one exactly.
Nah, it's fine.
And yes, you're not mistaken, folks. That summon has boobs, because of course.
Because of course.
To signify that they're female.
Just so you know.
just so you know.
Just so you know.
Oh man.
Oh.
So when I was doing this session, I ended up finishing off the enemies in style. I was like, oh, that was my mistake. It made it seem like I knew what I was doing. It's like no.
He's like, oh, okay.
It's like cool, flashy finish. Not intentional.
Nice.
A summoner and her guardians. Very impressive.
Sir, we should fight too.
We'll get our chance soon enough.
Young crusaders gather around. We'll be singing to the ground.
No, you won't. Oh man.
You could try.
Yeah, you could try all you want. All right, well that's part number 5 of FF10.
All right.
Next part 6, we'll head to the temple, finish that, and then we'll head off our way to the next place.
Next place. Woo.
Woo!
And Blitzball. Woo.
Ah, God.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh God.
Hmm.
Anyway, he's thinking about better
Yep.
things in his life.
Anyway, moving on.
Moving on. Anything else to add?
Nah. I think we're good.
Alrighty, well, we'll see you guys in part number 6 of FF10.
All right. See ya.